Hello, everyone. This is Science in a Second. Mr. Jacob. I'm Mr. Jacob, back talking to you again. We talked last time about biospheres. The biosphere is the whole world. Today, we're going to talk about biomes. We all know that the Earth is two-thirds water, but today we're going to talk about the other third. And there's many different kinds and variations of biomes. We're going to talk about five specific biomes today, and kind of a little bit about their habitat. Yeah, the first one we're going to talk about is a desert. A desert biome is very dry. It's very hot. A different kind of habitat lives there. A lot of like cacti, where they can survive a long time with no water. It's sandy. It's really dusty. Palm trees, and it's kind of more in the mid range of the world. The second we're going to talk about is the aquatic biome. The aquatic is a lot like your salt water, your fresh water, where in the like fish, the kind of fish that live in like your salt water, you have a lot of sharks, you have a lot of different fish that live on the salt water. Where your fresh water, you have more of like your trout and your bass and whatnot. The third we're going to talk about is the forest. That has basically lots of trees. We have two different types. We have a temperate and we have a tropical. The temperate's more of like your conifers, your trees, them types of trees. Where your forest, your tropical, excuse me, your tropical is more of like your jungle type atmosphere. Your temperate is, I guess, a little bit off the equator, a little bit more. It's more kind of upper middle of your atmosphere. Where your tropical is right on the equator. All right, another one. Your fourth one is your grasslands. This has lots of grass. It's in the word. It's your grassland biomes. It has lots of grass. But again, there's two different types we're going to talk about today. It's savanna, where it's more of your mid-range, kind of your South Saharan Africa variation, and your temperate. Your temperate has a lot of green grass, where your savannas don't really have that much grass. It's more of the long sustaining grass, the longer grass. All right, and the last we're going to talk about today is the tundra. The tundra is very cold. It's extremely cold, as a matter of fact. You have your Arctic and you have your Alpine. The Arctic is it's the icebergs. It's so cold you can't. I mean, you basically can't even live. There's no habitat really wants to live there. Your Alpine, there's a few trees. There's a few people, a few animals that'll live there that will doesn't mind the cold atmosphere. All right. To summarize what we talked about today is the first one's going to be desert. It's really hot. The second one's aquatic. It's wet. It's water. Forest, lots of trees. Your grasslands, again, it's in the word grassy plains, and your tundra, which is generally pretty cold. Again, there's a lot more than these. Different. There's a lot of different biomes out there that people consider biomes, and which are, and these are the ones we're talking about today. These ones right here, and here's a little breakdown of them and what they are, and you can kind of read that. All right. Again, I'm Science in a Second, Mr. Jacob. I'm Mr. Jacob. The pleasure's always mine. Eat your greens, listen to your mom and daddy, and never stop learning.